If you're searching for the best places to live in Minnesota, this Lakeville neighborhood should be at the top of your list. It's called Spirit of Brandtjen Farm, and it's not just your typical neighborhood. It's one of Lakeville's most well-planned, family-friendly communities that perfectly blends history, beauty, and connection. This place was actually built on the old dairy Brandtjen Farm, and the developers actually kept part of that history. That includes the original redwood barn, which is now fully restored as a community center. In this video, I'll show you what makes Spirit of Brandtjen Farm so special. The homes, the amenities, the schools, and the one thing that truly sets it apart, the people. Stick around to the end, because once you see what the life's like here, you will see why so many families fall in love with this neighborhood. I'm Damian Trofimowicz with Trofimowicz Group and eXp Realty, ranked in the top 100 real estate agent in the entire state of Minnesota. I help families every week find the right homes, find the right communities right here in the South Metro and Twin Cities area. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. All right, let's jump in. The first thing that you'll notice about Spirit of Brandtjen Farm neighborhoods is how intentional everything feels. This master plan community spans over 500 acres, originally part of the Brandtjen family farmland, now transformed into a place that perfectly blends that modern living, resort-like feel with a timeless charm. This neighborhood definitely doesn't have that cookie cutter feel. Here you'll find beautiful homes built by Robert Thomas and Homes by Tradition, both known across Minnesota for craftsmanship, attention to detail, and energy efficient design. Everything here feels thoughtfully done. Tree-lined sidewalks, porches that actually get used, the curved streets that went around ponds, trails, green space. There's definitely a wide mix of homes here, single family houses, villas, attached and detached townhomes. So whether you're upsizing, downsizing, relocating, there's definitely a lot of options for everyone out here. Inside these houses, expect to find open layouts, big kitchen with a lot of natural lights. A lot of the houses here are built with lots of windows, so you always get that sunshine, so you don't get that boxed in feel. Now let's talk about pricing and options. If you're looking for something low maintenance or just something that's modern, the row style townhomes that are here is a great fit. Typically around that $450,000 or $550,000 price range. They're perfect for couples, young families, or maybe someone flying solo. The cool part about these townhomes, some of them feature rooftops which oversee the whole neighborhood, and some of them feature just your regular decks. You'll also find Robert Thomas Urban Collection. It's a little bit different than the regular Robert Thomas homes in the neighborhood. It's a smaller design, but you get those very modern finishes throughout, and also lower price point to get in, but you do end up getting hit with a higher HOA because you're getting your lawn mowed and snow taken care of. These are usually priced from the low 400s to the mid 500s. And of course, there's your standard single family homes that start in that 500 range and up, all the way to 1.2, 1.3 million. All depends on the size, the lot, and location in the neighborhood. What's cool about this neighborhood is that each pocket in the neighborhood has its own look. You got one area where it's like smaller 2 stories. You got another area where you have those townhomes. You have another area where you got the villas, and then another area where you have much larger homes, over 4,000 plus square feet, bigger lots. So again, a lot of options here. One thing that really stands out about the homes that are built here is its quality. For the new construction that you can get in different neighborhoods now, here the neighborhood has been complete. You just won't find as good of a quality for this price anywhere in Lakeville. And since this neighborhood has been mostly built out, you'll mostly find resales here, which means mature trees, additional updates have been done outside like decks, patios, landscaping, quiet streets, no construction, just move in and enjoy. Now, one thing to know, a master plan community like this does have an HOA. And honestly, it's one of the reasons this neighborhood stays so crisp, so clean, so beautiful. The cost of the HOA will all depend on the kind of house you live at. Single family houses, you pay about $115 a month. It's mostly to cover the neighborhood upkeep and access to the communities, pools, and everything that the neighborhood has to offer. Now, if you're in a detached townhome, you'll pay about $337 for your HOA fee, but with that, you do get your snow taken care of, you get your lawn mowed, and on row style townhomes, you're going all the way up to like $492. Now, keep in mind, these numbers may shift over time. I'm not sure when you're watching this video, but you definitely get what you pay for. The grass throughout the neighborhood always gets cut, the snow gets plowed quickly, and the whole community, pools, community centers, always get taken care of. It's always spotless, and one of the barns was just remodeled and it looks fantastic. While many people hate HOAs here in Minnesota, for a neighborhood like this, it's something that's much needed, that's moving the needle forward for this neighborhood staying the way it is and getting the recognition for what it has to offer. Now, let's talk about one of the best best things about this neighborhood, and that's its amenities. This neighborhood doesn't just look good, it honestly feels like you're at a resort. You got 2 full community centers and both are awesome. The first one, it's called The Barn. It's the original dairy barn that got turned into a huge community center with a kitchen, fitness center, and an outdoor pool. A piece of history that turned into a neighborhood's heart. Then there's Granary, the second clubhouse on the south side, with another pool, gym, playground, and an event space. 2 pools, 2 gyms, 2 clubhouses. How can you go wrong with that? And it doesn't stop here. You got miles and miles of trails. And if you're an active person or you have a dog, these trails are wonderful. They'll take you all around the neighborhood through different ponds, through green space, through woods. This neighborhood is actually one of the most beautiful neighborhoods I've seen in Lakeville. It's very hard to compete, especially when I go tour different developments, because this one is so well thought out. In the fall, when trees change color, it literally looks like a movie here. When they were designing this community, they definitely thought about kids. There's basketball courts, there's volleyball courts, sand pits, fire pits overlooking the whole neighborhood, and lots of open spaces where kids and dogs run around playing, having the time of their lives. Every part of this neighborhood was designed to make life feel easy, calm, active, exciting. Now here's another awesome part about this neighborhood and its location, where Spirit of Brandtjen Farm sits right off Pilot Knob and 160. So you're just walking distance from Hy-Vee, Dunn Brothers, Target, Caribou, Starbucks. They've been building a lot of infrastructure around here. You got Chipotle, you got Lunds and Barley's, you got Texas Roadhouse, Crooked Pine for dinner. And what's cool about this neighborhood, you're right on the border of Rosemount, Apple Valley, and Farmington. Cross the street on 160s and boom, you're in Apple Valley. Head a few minutes east and you're in Rosemount. A few minutes south and you're in Farmington. You're surrounded by 4 great suburbs, so you get access to all their best restaurants and shopping. For those who commute, it's actually super convenient because you're on the border of Lakeville, where you're close to Apple Valley, Rosemount. So it's an easy highway access versus if you were in the deep Lakeville, where there you could add additional 15-20 minutes to your drive downtown Minneapolis or St. Paul. So from Spirit, you're about 20 minutes from the airport, 20 minutes from Mall of America, and about 30-35 minutes to downtown Minneapolis and St. Paul. Of course, just depends where you're going downtown. Families love the schools here. Spirit sits in the 196 school district with Eastlake Elementary, Scott Highland Middle School, and Rosemount High School. There are great private school options too nearby, like Christian Heritage Academy and All Saints Catholic School. And big bonus to this neighborhood is how close it is to Eastlake Elementary. A lot of kids in this neighborhood get plugged into that school, and for a reason, because it's a walking distance. So whether you had to get gas, coffee, or going to the airport, everything you need is right nearby without giving up that quiet neighborhood feel. Now, here's where the Spirit of Brandtjen Farm really stands out, and it's its community. You can build nice homes anywhere. You can add parks, you can add schools, but you can't fake real connection. And that's what makes this place so different. This neighborhood has life to it. Every Friday night in summer, you got food trucks that roll up to the barn. All the families and kids come by. There's always a variety of what kind of trucks come this way. There will be events where you have live music or just other things where you get just community pulled together. It's a kind of place where you plan to stop by for a couple hours, but you end up spending all night together because everybody's so connected, and it's kind of feels sometimes like you're in a college because you can hop from house to house. You make real connections here with different families, so it's really easy to just want to stay here and not want to go downtown or somewhere else, because you end up having a great time here with people who you know, like, trust, and kids end up forming amazing bonds here together. Fun fact, you actually see a lot of people here that end up selling their house just to move to a different house in the neighborhood. All year long, there's something's happening. Summer socials, turkey trot, Christmas parties where Santa comes by and you get to have a real holiday party with your neighborhood. When it's warm out, pools is where you want to be. It gets packed. Kids are swimming around, parents relaxing, having drinks, and everyone's just connecting and vibing together. And in the winter, the fun doesn't stop. You see kids playing pond hockey everywhere. As you drive by or you walk outside, you just see nets set out at this pond, nets set out in this pond. It's definitely a hockey neighborhood and definitely Minnesota lifestyle neighborhood. What's cool about this neighborhood is a lot of families, as I mentioned earlier, start to get to know each other. They end up carpooling together to school. A lot of kids play same sports together. together. Many people go to same churches, then they have their own book clubs, Bible clubs. There's a whiskey and cigar group, which makes this neighborhood feel even tighter connected. So that's a look inside of Spirit of Brandtjen Farms, one of the most amazing neighborhoods here in the South Metro in Lakeville, Minnesota. If you're thinking about moving to Lakeville and want a place that offers beautiful homes at great price, resort-style amenities, top-rated schools, and a true sense of community, this one deserves to be at the top of your list. Thanks again for watching. I'm Damian Trofimovich. I help families find the right homes and communities here in the South Metro and the whole Twin Cities. If you'd like to learn more about Spirit or what's currently for sale here or what's currently off market that may be available, my contact info is below. And if this video helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.